I have right here. So I'll just plug that in while I'm talking and try to talk a little louder. How are you guys? I know that's probably what you're watching right now, but that's okay because this way I don't have to edit, and editing seems to be my hang up lately. So anyway, hi, I'm Nellie, and this is the KitchenSix podcast, episode 21, because I'm having a good day. Yay. Been a little absent for a little while because, hold on, this should be interestingly loud. I've been absent for a little while because I've been not so hot. But, you know, that's how it goes right now. So, how have you been? So I have like a giant pile of yarn over here just waiting to show you guys because it's been, 4 months since I podcasted last time. Because, again, been feeling not so hot, so. But we have all the things. So this is a knitting podcast, mostly. There's occasionally some sewing. I don't have any sewing today, because I would probably have sewing if I had, done one that I was going to edit, but I didn't. And I don't have pictures that I can just hold up and show you. And, the things that I sewed were for my daughter, and she's not here. So, yeah, maybe we'll do one of those this summer, and I'll show you some of the things that I worked on. But yeah, so there's that. This is actually one of the things that I have to show you. I know. This is from my favorite potter, Sharon Sahar. I don't know how to say his name. He's a beautiful, amazing person, and he makes beautiful pottery, but I can't say his name. That's his card. He's on Etsy, and he's also on, no, he's not on Etsy. Well, I thought he was on Etsy. Anyway, he's on Instagram. He's creative with clay, and yeah, he's on Instagram as at Sharon Sachar, which is CHARANSACHAR. Yeah, but he makes knitted mugs and things, and I got this at Madrona Fiber Arts, which was in February, which I went to with my husband after not wanting to go. My husband was disappointed, so I went. Hi, Anvita. How are you? You're actually my only watcher so far today. Nice to see you. Yeah. So this is my beautiful cup, and there's a whole other pile of stuff, but we'll get into that. We'll start with the stuff that I finished, because I actually have finished stuff to show you guys today, which is, I know, very unusual for me. Usually I cast on new things instead of finishing things. Shocking, I know. Anyway, finish with the interactions. I'm Nellie. Hi. And then so I actually finished stuff. KitchenSix on Instagram, KitchenSix on Ravelry, KitchenSix on YouTube. And if you want to get a hold of me, the best way is probably Instagram. It's the easiest, fastest way. Yeah. So what have I knit? What have I done? So that just happened. Boom. I actually knit some things, and I have something to show you that's from a friend of mine. I'll show you that one first because it's beautiful. This was a gift, but it is seriously the most gorgeous color work. Yeah. So this is one of her first color work projects, which I was like, you've never done color work before, and that's what you made? It's gorgeous, right? I don't know the name of it, but yeah. I get to wear this next winter when it gets really cold and I'm freezing all the time. So yeah, that was my gift. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? And then there's, I knit this one for my baby nephew. And this is actually a pattern that you can get on Ravelry. It's called the Little Hoodlum. It hasn't been blocked or washed yet, but the stripes aren't part of the pattern. I just have a stripe issue, apparently. I hate knitting the ends in, but I like doing the stripes. So, but yeah. So the hood is just it's a 3 needle bind off at the hood. And then there's instructions for a bunch of different parts. It comes like you can make it into like 3 or 4 different sweaters. It's a great pattern, and I didn't bring it over here before I started, but it's called the Little Hoodlum, and it is fabulous. It's on Ravelry. You can look it up. It's super, super easy to find. If you can't find it, message me on Instagram. I'll find it for you and send it over or something. But yeah, so that's for my little nephew, little itty bitty baby sweater. Super fun, super fast. I knit it out of cotton because he lives in Hawaii, warmer climate. So cotton, it's actually cotton and linen in it. So it's nice and light. It's not super heavy. It's just a little extra warmth for the cooler nights there because, you know, they think it's freezing when it's 65 degrees out. I guess when you're used to 85, 65 is really cold. 65 is like shorts weather here, so yeah. And then the last thing that I knit, and this is the thing that I'm super excited about, is the sweater vest that I knit for my daughter. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Sorry, my microphone cord's in the way. But yeah, this is for my daughter. So this is the one that I had so many issues with the different colored grays. You can see here too. But I managed to fade in most of the dark gray by striping it. And you can barely tell in the bottom. But when I got to the green stripes, you could really, really tell how, like, yeah, it's really apparent. So I ended up finishing off most of it with just the one lighter colored ball. And then I used the darker gray for the ribbing around the neck and shoulders. And I think that turned out really, really nicely. Yeah. So if you want to knit something like this, I sort of followed a pattern. Like I would look at the pattern and then go, well, that's not going to work, and did it entirely different. But I kind of modeled it after this one, and this is a Blacker Yarns pattern. It's called the V-neck or rounded tunic. It's by Sue Blacker for Blacker Yarns. And so in the pattern it's knit flat, and they have sizing for, there's multiple different sizes. It's a great pattern. I just didn't want to knit it flat, so I did something else entirely. You know, because that's what I do. You give me a recipe and I'm going to be like, hey, this needs something different. Yeah, that's my whole life. So anyway, so that was sweater for my daughter. That only took me forever to knit, right? I've been knitting that since like September. But I finished it. I sat down and I've been very monogamous about my knitting lately. So I've finished quite a few things. But those are the things that just happened. Boom. And then I have the things that I'm doing well, which are, there's a couple of things. So I'm working on a hat, and that's the main thing that I'm working on currently, because I'm trying to finish this for my husband. And this, it was supposed to be a colorwork hat. Thank you. It was supposed to be a colorwork hat for my husband, but it is just a striped hat for my husband because I didn't like the way that the yarns were doing the color work. It's supposed to say, I made a chart and it's supposed to say Triumph on it because he rides a Triumph motorcycle and he wants a hat that matches his motorcycle because he's silly. Because he's ridiculous, that's why. So I started it in this, and I have had nothing but problems with this yarn and this pattern and this combo, and I think I'm just trying to make something happen that's not working. Like, I just need to find a different yarn. So we've picked out different yarns. They're gonna come eventually. I'm gonna order them probably this week and then start it later this summer. But meanwhile, he still wants these colors in a hat. So I am working on just a striped beanie for him that he can wear that matches his motorcycle. Right. So, but I'm working on the decreases now. I should be able to finish this hopefully by the end of the day, because that's all I'm going to work on today. That, you know, cleaning my house. Yay. But so this yarn is this is actually a Madeline Tosh lace singles that I plied into like a DK weight. So I think there's like 3 plies in there, and I made it a DK, which I will never do again. I don't like plying yarn. I don't like spinning. I don't like any of it. It's not my jam at all. And those of you who do it, mucho mad respect. Seriously. Like yeah. This is a knitted weight gobstopper in the salted caramel color. That's the gold that's in there. And then the Madeline Tosh was, I don't remember the name of the colorway. And then the green is, it's a Simply yarn. It's an acrylic blend that has, I think it has nylon and or acrylic and wool and something else, but I don't remember what it was. I didn't bring the tags over. Again, I never know how I'm going to feel in 5 minutes, so I just thought I was feeling okay and feeling up to it right now. I was going to do it right now. So, yeah. So, that's my husband's hat. That's one of 3 things that I'm working on. And then the other thing that I'm working on is my Galaxy socks. So I have some of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, so Bad Wolf Yarns. She made this Galaxy colorway. Yeah, cute, right? And I'm going to make the TARDIS socks. They're police box socks. Colorwork socks out of this, and some Knit Picks black and white. The black has sparkles because it matches the Galaxy, because they both have sparkles. Yay! And then the white's just plain white. But the TARDIS is from the Doctor Who show. Yeah, it's just the, it's bigger on the inside. The TARDIS, it's a police box. Anyway, so I'm making those for myself, and I've been wanting to cast those on for quite some time now. I've had the yarn for a while, but again, I like to cast things on and not finish everything all the time. But anyway, these are for me. So I've just started the cuff, and I'm just going to get to the point where I start knitting and then start working on the color work. So I just did a 1x1 twisted rib. And I have those on 68 stitches, and I have them on 2.25s. So that seems to be just the right fit for me, I think. Works. Really excited about those. What else am I doing? Oh, yes. Oh, there is one more thing that I'm knitting, but I don't have it down here. It's just a top that I'm working on, but it's not very far along, so you'll see it next time, hopefully. The last thing that I'm working on is a hat for me in this gorgeous pink and purple and fuchsia yarn that I actually just recently bought specifically for this hat for me, because I wanted to do a cabled hat just for me. And I don't remember the name of the yarn, and I don't remember where I put the yarn ball tag, because yeah, that's just how things are going lately. It's okay. But the name of the pattern is the Sultana hat. I believe it's a free pattern on Ravelry, but it's got gorgeous interlinked cables. It's feminine, but not super feminine, and it's got this giant palm on the top, and I'm probably gonna get like one of those faux fur palms to put on top of it, in maybe a gray. Yeah, it'll be really pretty. I'm really excited about it, because I still only have just the one hat that I knit hats all the time for everybody else, and I just don't have that many knit for me. Oh, and I forgot to show you this in the beginning. My daughter, for Mother's Day, made me a crocheted rose. My kids are always asking me what I want for birthdays and for Christmas and for Mother's Day, and I keep telling them I just want you to make me something. I want something that you did. I don't want you to go buy me something. I want something that's from you, from your hands, from your brain. So, write me a poem, write me a haiku, draw me a comic. It doesn't matter. I save all of those little things. So she made me a rose. And she didn't have a pattern or anything. She just made it. So that's what I got for Mother's Day. That was supposed to be in finished objects, but meh. Meh. And so that's what I've done and what I'm doing. And the rest of it's literally just a stack of yarn over here. So I mentioned that I went to Madrona Fiber Festival, which is a fiber festival here in Tacoma, Washington. It's a smallish one. It's not giant, but there's numerous vendors, and we happen to have a vendor from Brooklyn Tweed, which was really, really, really cool because wasn't it gorgeous? Yeah. So this is Veil, but it's a pink. It's called Barbary, and I'm hoping you guys can get. It's like a mauve-y, pale, I don't know, creamy pink, but it's a lace weight. And I don't remember the name of the pattern, but the pattern that they had there, it was, and hopefully I'll be able to I'll put it on Instagram with a picture of the yarn so you guys can see if you want to go look at it. Anyway, but there's a circle shawl in a lace weight knit out of this yarn in this color that I thought that my mom would love. So I bought the pattern and the yarn to do it, and that was one of the first purchase. Well, okay, so the mug was the first purchase that I made. I literally walked right to his shop and purchased his pottery because he's amazing and I adore his work and I needed another one. Yeah, that's the whole reason I went, was for this cup. Out of which I'm drinking coffee because that's what I do. Anyway, so I'm going to take this gorgeous lace weight. It takes 3 skeins to do the pattern, and it starts with a G, but again, I'll put a picture on Instagram so you guys can see. But yeah, so that's one of the first things that I bought at Madrona. And then I'll put these in the basket over here. Another thing that I bought, which I'm super excited about, is this BFL sock. Look at these colors, you guys. So it's a superwash BFL, which means there's no nylon in it, which I'm kind of excited about. It's super, super soft just to the touch. It's super pastel-y and gorgeous. And yeah, it says it's a DK weight. It's not a DK weight. This is definitely a sock weight. It's definitely fingering. But that's going to be socks for me. I'm trying really hard to be a little more selfish with my knitting because I know I give most of it away. So I keep picking things out for me. Never knit them, but I'll get there. I will. I'm trying to do legacy stuff. Right? So pretty. I'm super, super excited about that one, which is, again, just socks for me. My husband picked out this alpaca. It's a really buttery, like soft, mellow color of alpaca, and it's probably going to end up being a hat for him with probably some sort of striping in it because he likes stripes. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just knit something for my daughter and tell him I don't know what happened to the yarn. We'll see. He doesn't wear hats as much as he keeps claiming he's going to wear hats, and he doesn't need 9 of them. Yeah, I know. Oh, so the company for that was Black Wolf Fiber. They're in Montana. which is a state in the US. And the color is called saffron, which it's a little lighter than I would call a saffron, but it's really pretty and it's super soft because, you know, alpaca, right? And then this one I got for my daughter because rainbows, right? Rainbows and black. And the actual name of this is so funny. It's called Does This Rainbow Make My Black Look Big? Yeah, I know, it's so cute. So yeah, I'm super excited about this one. This is probably also going to be a hat for her. And it knits up like really stripy, like rainbow stripe and then black stripe, and then another part of the rainbow and then a black stripe, and then another part of the rainbow and then a black stripe. So, because they had samples of it there, which was probably the only reason I bought it, because I would not have bought it if it was just a variegated. But because it's stripy, I think it's going to be beautiful in a hat for her, and I think she'll really love it. So we, I think, spent some time picking out a pattern, but I don't remember what it was. So again, I'm feeling okay right now, so I figured it was probably best to just do what I can now. Yeah, so there's that. And that is most of what I bought that was yarny at Madrona. The other thing that I did manage to get at Madrona was a Lola bar, which is it's just a lotion bar, but I use it pretty much every day. And this, I got the color or the flavor, scent. I got the scent in stitches. I call them flavors. It doesn't, yeah. But it smells like sunshine to me. It's one of my favorite. It smells like flowers and citrus, and it smells like summer and sunshine and happiness to me. So yeah. The other thing that I got there, and I got one last year as well, was a pin from One of a Kind Buttons. There, you can see it. See my cute little sheepy? I am in love with this thing. So I have another pin that's, it's a football with a 12 on it, which is, we're Seahawks fans around here. So that's for our football team. But I wanted something that was a little less football-y, so I got something that would match. The purple goes with a lot of the things that I wear generally, so, and, you know, sheep, because what else would a knitter want besides sheep, right? Yeah, so. And that's all the stuff that I got at Madrona. That's not all the stuff, though. There's a whole nother bag, you guys. This is what I get for not podcasting for 4 months and going on like 2 different shopping yarn sprees. Yeah. So the other thing that I did was I had a friend come in from out of town, and we went and saw 5 yarn shops. I think it was 5. But there's multiple yarn shops all within an hour to an hour and a half of me. So it's not that hard to drive in like a loop and hit most of them in a day. So I think we went to a yarn shop every day that she was here, except for, no, we went to a yarn shop every day that she was here. We went the first day, we went the second day, and the third day, I think. Possibly. Yeah, we went almost every day. So I tried to get something from every yarn shop because I believe in supporting locally. So we went to my most local one, and they had this beautiful strawberry lemonade beautifulness. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so neon pink and so bright yellow and so pretty. Yeah, I tried to walk away from it like 4 times. I was like, no, I don't need that. Yeah, I still have it though, right? Yeah. So I ended up with it anyway because it's so pretty. And it's probably just going to end up as socks for me, or maybe into a shawl. I think it'll match one of the other yarns that I have from another dyer. But it's by Little Fish Stitches. And the color is called Sarah's Starburst. I just call it Strawberry Lemonade because that's what it looks like to me, strawberry lemonade. But I think that it'll go really, really nicely with some Artistic Lily yarn that I have, because I have a couple of really bright skeins from Artistic Lily that I think this will go beautifully with. So anyway, she has an Etsy shop, and it's right there. It's Creations by Guppy. So if you want to go see if you can score some. But she's a local to me dyer. She's apparently local to where I am. So that's that. And then the other two things that I got are these gorgeousness. And these are supposed to knit up as a worsted, I think, or DK. I'm probably going to knit them like they're chunky and put them on like 9s or 10s and knit something really floofy and flowy. But this is cotton, you guys. This is cotton. Does that look like cotton? No, it doesn't feel like cotton either. It feels like a cloud. It's actually called cumulus, which I find funny. But it's soft and squishy and lightweight, and it's not like super warm. So especially for somebody like me who's struggling to keep warm when it's mildly chilly out, I think it'll be awesome for like a summer weight throw over my shoulders or neck shawl type thing. And I think I already picked out a pattern. Don't remember what it was. I'll probably put a picture on Instagram when I start it and tag some people and let you guys know what the pattern is. But so this color is called Cardinal Red. It's more like a aubergine or an eggplant. I'm trying to get the right. Oh, thank you. That's, yeah, it was a gift. And then this one is called Praying Mantis. I don't know, yeah, maybe. It's a nice leafy green color, but those are gonna go together. Love them, very, very nice, gorgeous colors. I did manage to find another yarn that I really liked at another shop. It's Noro, which is a Japanese yarn. I don't know if it has, it says the color is Obi, but the wool is, it's 55% wool, 35% silk, and 10% mohair. You guys, look at how colorful and bright and beautiful that is. Yeah, so I am super excited about this yarn. So my husband, who is amazing and adores me and tries to help, was doing the laundry for me on a bad day and washed my Showbook Gradient cowl, and it shrunk and it felted, and it's, yeah, he felt so bad. So bad, you guys. So this is the replacement for that, and I'm going to knit another one. I can't remember the name of the cowl right off the top of my head. I can't remember a lot lately, apparently. That's normal. Oh, it's the Zuzu's petals. My Zuzu's petals. He washed my Zuzu's petals. So I'm going to make another Zuzu's petals out of this, probably at a higher gauge. But yeah, I think that'll be really, really pretty and nice and cozy in the winter and very, very colorful. It'll be cheerful and happy. So, have we gathered that I like color? Shocked, I know. I am in Washington, Pacific Northwest Washington, on the western coast of the United States. So, and then, where else was I? There was a shop in Allen, which is across the Puget Sound. It's not too far, but ended up with, I think it's supposed to be a Sounders yarn, but a lot of our Pacific Northwest Washington teams are green and blue and like gray or white. So This will probably end up being socks for my husband because they're nice, good, solid, masculine colors. But yeah, those are probably going to go on after I finish my Galaxy socks. Very excited about those. What else? Oh, and then I got these two to go together. Yeah, this is not my usual. I don't usually shop for this much yarn. This will probably do me for the year. Just so we're clear, this is not, I don't just go buy yarn all the time. But I got this gorgeousness. This is silk with beads. Can you guys see that? I hope you can see it. Yeah. So I got this to go with it. Yeah, so soft. So this is Barocco Folio, and it's 65% superfine alpaca and 35% rayon. And this is beaded silk. It's 100% silk with glass beads. So I actually have a skein of fingering weight in colors very, 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 very close to this. Like, you would think that they were dyed with each other in mind. And then this just goes really nicely with both of them. So these, I'm super excited. So this is Art Yarns. And I think they have a website. Let me see. Yeah, www.artyarns.com. And then this is just Barocco. You can find them at barocco.com. But yeah, those together will make a really beautiful something for my mom with along with the other yarn that I have. And there's still more, you guys. I know, it's ridiculous. So the other thing is that I am already thinking of winter knitting for my family. So my sister keeps asking me for a sweater. So I picked out a sweater for her, and it is from Knit Picks. It is this sweater. Isn't it cute? With the kitty? Oh my gosh. So my sister's the crazy cat lady. I'm not kidding. She at one point was fostering kittens like one after another. Like, she would have a group of kittens and then she would bring them back when it was time to, send them to homes, and then she would get more. Like, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know, I'm crazy. So she also has 2 cats and 2 dogs. So she's getting a kitty sweater for the winter. And she's getting it out of these beautiful soft. So this is actually a kit. You can buy the whole kit from Knit Picks, and they'll send you all the yarn for the size that you select. And then it's a downloadable pattern. So the colors are, this is Cobblestone Heather, and this is Finley Heather. And they're just this really soft, and it's alpaca, you guys. And it's so soft. So soft. I love alpaca. Not everybody can take alpaca, but alpaca is so soft and so warm. So it's 70% baby alpaca, 7% merino, and 23% nylon. And I really think that this yarn needs the nylon to hold it together, because it's super soft. So that's going to be going on the needles probably in September. But again, it was on sale when I got it. They were having a sale. So, and there's more. Well, there's no more yarn. That's all the yarn. Thank goodness, right? Because there's like a whole laundry basket of yarn over here. I'm not kidding. It's a little ridiculous. Yeah. And then my friend, when she came, she flew in. It was just for like a 4-day weekend to hang out and just knit and do fun stuff together and not have kids, because my husband was pretty much in charge of the kids for that weekend. Yay, awesome husband. She brought me stitch markers. So I'll just show you this one. They are burned into fiberboard. Can you see that? I think so. Okay, there we go. But this one's a little sweater. And then I have a bunch of little round ones too. This one is the one that I've been using on my hat but I took it off so I could show you guys better. Isn't it cute, little unicorn? So the rest of them are not exactly for public consumption. They're very sweary. They're so sweary. Like the nicest of them says, "Bitch, please." There's some that are there's a lot of F-bombs on them. They make me happy though, because if anybody that knows me knows that I drop a lot of F-bombs. I'm really good on this about not swearing at you people. Like, you have no idea. I am the swearingest swearier that I know. So, but this one says, "Bleep this knit." I know, aren't they cute? And they have these adorable, just like little stars. So cute. I am so happy to have those. But those are by A Needle Runs Through It. Yeah. So, and that's an Etsy shop. You can just Google A Needle Runs Through It, and I'm sure that it'll come up. That's probably the easiest way to find it, because Etsy's search engine blows. I think that's it. I like the live format. I don't have to worry about editing. Yay. Okay. So, other than that, that's all of the knitting content. So if you're just here for the knitting content, the rest of it's just chit chat about what's been going on with my crazy life. So I've been challengingly unwell. They have me on 2 different chemos now, which are I wish I could. I don't know. I'd love to podcast regularly. I don't know if I can. I don't have the ability. I'm sorry. I keep like inserting comments when you guys comment. I'm trying to answer your questions, but it's hard to it's hard to read the comments and talk at once. So I'm just going to try to focus on talking. But yeah. So I've been okay. I'm nauseous a lot. I'm tired a lot. My fatigue is, yeah. So, but I'm trying. I really am. And trying to do all of the editing and do all of the podcasting and get all of the things together, as well as try to take care of all of the other things that I have to do in my life, as well as fit in all of the appointments. Yeah. And I'm between the cancer and my thyroid and a bunch of other stuff, it's been hard. So, but I'm feeling okay today, and I'm not nauseous, which is kind of an issue. Pretty sure you guys don't want to see me vomit, right? Yeah, didn't think so. I don't want to see me vomit, and I have to. But yeah, I'm okay. The chemos are working. They're doing really well. My scans look really, really good. I won't have scans again for a couple of months, probably a couple of months. But other than that, everything's going swimmingly. I'm not getting worse. But I am, I'm not going to get better though. That's the thing, is I'm not going to get a whole lot better, which is something that I'm having a hard time with people understanding. Like, I'm not going to get a whole lot better. People keep asking me when I get to stop chemo, and I don't get to stop chemo. I have stage 4 cancer. If you know anything about science or how cancer goes, stage 4 is there's no cure for stage 4 cancer. There's no end to that. If we want to get really morbid, the cure for stage 4 cancer is dying. You don't have to deal with it at that point anymore. But that doesn't sound really fun or awesome, so
At this point, I'm just extending my life as much as I can. So, and a lot of that is me remembering to rest and me remembering to take care of myself and me remembering to, not stress myself out. Yeah. Gosh, so much. Oh, I think I have alpaca on my face. Alpaca's really floofy. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing really, really well. I'm really, really, my oncologist says I'm winning. I'm winning at all of the cancer. The tumors are shrinking. That doesn't mean they'll go away, but they're shrinking at least, and that's, that only happens in about 30% of patients. So I can't really complain too much. I'm tired a lot. I'm struggling to breathe a lot. I'm still having inflammation issues, so I'm still in pain quite a bit. But I'm still a lot better than I was last year this time. So, and it's nice knowing that what's going on isn't just all in my head. That's the other thing is, I'm not crazy. I actually have verified issues. They're real. So yeah. Anyway, starting to get tired again. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And since I'm struggling to breathe, I will hopefully be on here a little sooner. I'm gonna try to do more often and smaller. That's my new goal. After having a rethink about what my podcast should look like, I think I'm gonna do more often and smaller. That way you'll get to see me more, and you'll get to see that I'm okay. And I get to connect with you guys, but I don't have to work so hard to do it. Yeah. So, anyway, on that note, I don't have a recipe for you guys. But if I was going to give you a recipe, I'd say do a kale salad, because kale. Kale is my lifeline right now. That's what I've been eating the most of. But yeah, maybe I'll put something on Instagram for a recipe if you guys want one. And on that, I love you guys. Have a fabulous day or night, and happy knitting. Bye, guys. I don't know how to stop it. There, that's the stop button. Yes, it is. Yeah. Bye, guys.